All right, Tim, your opportunity to talk about the West Tigers. Now, first of all, has there been any updates from your boys over at West
Life? No little bites.
Too weak.
They're a bunch of cats.
Big kitty cats.
But they are who we thought.
Yeah,
that's right.
Fucking right, soundboard. That's right, soundboard.
We're not bloody CEOs of Brighton's Lawyers, so I don't want a piece of this. Yeah, exactly, I fucking thought so.
We can't. Obviously, we're not good enough to get them on Fox Sports over some petty fucking bullshit thing. So they don't want anything to do with us.
Must be nice.
You should write them a letter, Tim. Let him come on the podcast and talk it out.
Every time he goes to open his mouth, like, I'll stop you there.
Dear Tim and Sporting Woods, why would I go on your podcast? All you've done.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I would get such a pop if that happened. Yeah. If he was a fair dinkum Aussie, that's
Rob Becerra.
Yeah, if Rob Becerra was going to be a fair dinkum Aussie, I would respond the same way. Oh,
brilliant.
If he hit us up and was
100%.
Oh man, I'm showing my hand, but that is exactly what I would do. Word for word, I just changed the
There's
name.
nothing wrong with showing your hand.
Well,
that's alpha.
I'm coming for you. Anyway, let's do this. West Tigers coaching saga.
Well,
Tim, do you want to say some words?
Sorry,
you want me to take this?
Yeah. So I got an email.
Oh shit!
From the West Tigers.
From Becerra. Oh, all right.
From the West Tigers, and it's like
Your
club
membership
statement.
is
Big Lee H.
Club statement.
Is he related to Patricia H?
Lee and Patricia sitting in a tree. H.
Sorry.
I got an email from the West Tigers.
You got an email from the West Tiger.
Official
from
statement
the Tiger.
from the West Tigers.
What is the name? I'm so sorry. I was trying to make this a short episode, but what's the name of the West Tigers? Tiger.
Timmy.
Get out.
There you go. Timmy the Tiger.
It is
That's
now.
the
If no
mascot.
one's,
Is that actually what his name is?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
There is a girl tiger as well. I can't remember.
is
Timantha?
your family's been a West Tigers team for generations, right?
Third generation supporter, yeah.
Have you ever considered the possibility that maybe
I am
you're
the
named
Oh, after Timmy the
Tiger?
No, well, see, mascots are only... Well,
Michael has
first of all,
convinced himself. He has convinced himself.
Yes. First of all, my real name wasn't actually Tim.
Oh,
I was officially another name when I was born for
Timantha.
a couple of days. Damn it.
Oh, sorry.
You ruined
Oh,
it.
really? Oh,
I
I'm
was
so
Timantha.
sorry.
Oh, I thought you were
I'm
working
so
towards
sorry.
like...
But seriously, I was named a different name at
Were
birth. Yes.
And?
Oh, I'll just leave it on that
Oh,
cliffhanger.
Tune in next week. A special 180.
there you
The
go.
reveal.
Revolution.
If you can guess Tim's original name.
Oh, that's great. We'll send you a hat.
Yes, SportingWoodsPodcast@gmail.com. Maybe not to Benny G. He might know.
Okay,
Signed
not
by
Ben.
Michael, Luke, and who knows?
We're not sure.
The Enigma.
Is that what it is? Enigma Stanton. That's fucking ghetto, man. That's sick.
By name
I
and
love
nature.
that. Yeah.
My balls.
All right. Okay. I got an email from the West Tigers.
Got an email from the
yeah,
West Tigers. Timmy the Tiger. He's like,
And
Dear Tim,
they've said,
my namesake.
we would just like to inform members and fans that Cameron Ciraldo has rejected our offer to become head coach of the West Tigers and will be making no further comment at this time.
Right.
Could this be the first time in history the club has, any sporting club in Australia, has released a statement to the
say it
members
didn't happen.
won't
to
be
say,
them.
to
was
say
gonna
that
say,
this isn't happening.
That doesn't happen that often, right? Surely.
Like-
It's like me going on Instagram being like, Sophie Monk has rejected my offer to be my girlfriend. And
I mean,
we will not be accepting.
you guys were on the...
Yes.
Was it on the Unicorn Bachelor?
Unicorn
together?
Bachelor. After soccer.
It's Hollywood, Luke.
Keep shooting for that rainbow, Mike.
I was reading it being like, we needed a memo.
It seems bizarre.
But like, I think it was the overcorrection of what's happened
Yeah.
to be like, get on the front
So
foot
maybe people were like...
and release, instead of like being on the media first and being released that way, that the club just got on the front
Or
foot.
people speculating. You
Yeah,
know, 'cause
exactly.
If they didn't
Yeah, there
say
must
that,
have been-
people
maybe they
would
were
be-
getting a
all
fair
NRL 360 did last week was fucking speculate on the West Tigers coach when there's fucking State of Origin happening. Don't fucking worry about that. Anyway, so the original reaction, right? And from fans and like people like myself was like, are we that much of a fucking basket case that we need to put out a email to say that we're not getting this guy. Then it turned to how bad does it have to be at the West Tigers where we literally, from all reports on all the forums, on all the sources that, I read and trust, 5-year deal, exactly the money he wanted, exactly the resources he wanted, the opportunity for him to select his own assistant coaches. Literally, we
so they
gave
him everything.
Everything that he demanded in their original meeting and said, these are the things I need to make it happen.
And now he's rejected.
And rejected it. Originally, everyone was like, well, that says more about the Tigers than it does about Ciraldo.
Yeah.
And then I went, hang on a minute. He's had a meeting with the West Tigers, and the West Tigers have said to him, we want you. We will do anything
and give
to
you
get
anything.
you and give you anything you want. You name it, and we will go back and discuss it. But we guarantee everything you say, we will make it happen for you. And so he's gone, righto, I want this, and this 5-year contract at this price with choice of my assistants and blah, 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 and this and that.
The world.
Everything he asked for and still said no. What more does Cameron Ciraldo need to become a head coach in the NRL?
Think he's got a better deal or...
No, because he's just gone back to Penrith. So he's announced a 12-month extension on his contract.
And what's he there? He's the assistant coach.
Yeah. So
how much of a basket case is the West Tigers?
But I'm going the other way.
You reckon it's the other way?
We literally gave him everything he said that he
Latrell
wanted.
Mitchell had a similar integration.
Yeah.
Where he turned up when it was like, actually, it's a no from me.
But
so what is that again?
But I'm the other way now. Cameron Ciraldo, he's the hottest free agent in NRL coaching history. Hasn't coached a single game of NRL. Yes, Ivan Cleary, the cat, has been missing, but he's not a head coach. No. Look at what's happened with Jason Demetrio. Everyone uses a Craig Fitzgibbon. Oh, we'll wait for the right situation. Blah blah blah. This and that. Look at what's happened with Demetrio. Exactly the same thing. Coaching, waiting. Waited a decade under Wayne Bennett. Finally gets a hold of his team that should really be top 4 contenders, regardless if Adam Reynolds is there or not. And they're really struggling. Yeah. So don't sit there and give me the whole, he's waiting for Craig Fitzgibbon. I've completely flipped on this. I think Cameron Ciraldo is just a cat.
Meow, meow.
Literally gave him everything that he asked for that would convince him to take the job. Still said no. One would make the argument that it's, yes, the basket case, and Latrell took 300,000 less to them go to South than he did at the Tigers and all that sort of stuff. What more of a situation? I
don't know, man. Is he Derek Jetering?
I'll pose this. No, why would he Derek? He could earn... Anyway, it's not about the money. I'm just saying, he turns up to the Tigers and they're like, we don't want to win. We're here to make money. Oh, yeah. Oh.
He's like, okay, all right.
Well, I think if you give someone a 5-year contract like that, you're trying to win.
Yes.
It's not this placeholder 2-year contract and we'll see what happens. And, if you finish 9th.
Oh, look, it seems bizarre. There must be more to that story because it seems like if you've been given everything, but then what are Penrith able to do for him? Maybe Ivan said, I'm hanging up the boots.
No, Ivan said, don't fucking go there.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's where Ivan's just come from, hasn't he?
I think there could be a big element of just go there and fucking just ask for everything and fuck them. Not to that level, but definitely be Ivan would be just see how much he can get out of him.
And spin the tires a little, keep him busy while we're winning.
Yeah. I think there has to be a level of that as well. And you know what? Why does Cameron, and this is the other thing that I've been toying with as well, why does Cameron Ciraldo need to be a head coach in the NRL?
Well,
he doesn't need to be.
No, none of them
that could be a whole thing in itself.
Yeah. It's like when Shaquille O'Neal was saying you're going to go coach the Orlando Magic, and he was like, I get paid so much money to sit behind this desk and have no repercussions of what I say. Why on earth would I want to do that?
Yeah, so, they could be happy in Penrith and they just want to set it up there. But yeah, the insinuation, look, there is a level of, they offered everything and he still said no. That means it's, the Tigers are fucked up. It also could mean the other way. That's all I'm saying.
So when do you think we find out Who the coach is going to be?
So News Corp have released two separate statements today that have said Brett Kamali, Shane Flanagan, and John Morris are all leading contenders for the job.
Well, they've all been great in the past. I mean, Kamali's and Noddy's probably the strongest out of the. Well, I mean,
no, John Morris I think has a strong resume, but again, put on your little tinfoil hats. Shane Flanagan's not a good coach.
I mean, that's very obvious.
The only, they go, he took Cronulla from 14th to win the premiership. The only reason the Sharks were successful was, one, they were on the fucking gear.
Literally on gear.
Literally on the gear.
On gear.
Second, they fucking cheated the cap every year that he was there. Don't say, but he's a good coach. No, fuck that.
No, you could do a lot better than Shane Flanagan.
But the whole narrative that he's like the leading contender for all these jobs. Like he's fucking... There's asterisks on every single year he was a head coach at Cronulla. Literal. John Morris came in and cleaned up the thing, and there's conspiracies on why he was given the Cronulla coaching job like a year after retiring. And I think a lot of it had to do with like, I'll fucking go and tell everyone anything. The CEO fucking threw his fucking laptop into Botany Bay. Like, that's the level of fucking on the take.
Seriously,
that actually happened.
Jesus
when they were like getting investigated for the cap, and they're like, well, we were cap compliant on the day of the grand final, so therefore we get to keep our trophy. Like that, that's why Shane Flanagan's a good coach. Anyway.
But so right for the Tigers.
Yeah, so
I expect to see him there on a 10-year contract.
But yeah,
it's just Nofaluma showing up to work, just like absolutely jacked.
But the insinuation that like you could just walk into a situation, I said it last week. Like, he might be waiting for that Cronulla. It doesn't, take a step back, look at what's happened with Jason Demetriou. Like that's your other option. Like you could struggle. Like it's a lottery. Yeah, it is a lottery. Who would have thought Nico Hines would have been fucking second by the year? Obviously, TBC.
Yes, obviously behind the big Chad. Yeah.
But I don't know. Who's going to be the coach of the West Tigers? Who's going to be the coach of the Bulldogs? Who's going to be coach of the Warriors? Literally, no one wants any of those jobs.
Yeah, it's crazy. To be given like such a prestigious title and opportunity and it's that toxic not to want to actually touch it.
But if you're a good coach, don't you back yourself?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
that's the whole. If you're Ciraldo and strike while the iron is hot, just fucking go
take what you got. Yeah,
you got everything you wanted, and you're still not going to take it. Like fuck me.
I got a guy named Madge Maguire. I think he'd be great for the Tigers.
He'd be great.
He would be great.
How well coached was that New Zealand team? When everyone was like, Tonga are the Smokies this weekend, they're going to... Mate, they were never in it.
No.
And I fucking hope that fucking New Zealand win the World Cup. Honestly, I actually want that for Madge. Just to be like...
Tanking for Madge.
Yes.
Hashtag tanking for Madge.
Well, if they
win.
when
Eddie Jones wins with the English team.
Yeah.
Speaking of the old Barbarians doing a number on
Lib-Dick Team of the Week.
Lib-Dick Team of the Week, but low-key Alpha as well.
Because no one watches.
No, for the
guy that hit the crossbar. Yeah.
No, not hit the crossbar. The skipper. When they were up by 1,000 points, the skipper walked over when the guy taking the kicks was about to take the kick. And the skipper just walked up and back-footed it, heel kicked it over.
Oh, yeah, heel kicked
to kick the 3 points. It was it just walks off. It's fucking take that. Because the Barbarians team are just like a invitational team.
Yeah.
They're just a bunch of guys. They belted England. And then, low-key Alpha just, let me have that for you.
And that concludes the rugby union chat for the year.
Beautiful. Well, we got Australia play England next week, so we might do more than a second. Maybe. Between 1 and 5 seconds.
You didn't even put it as your spicy matchup, so.
Oh, yeah. No, I got better spicy matchup.
Foreshadowing.